Three critics, two books, one choice. This is Cover to Cover. Today, our book club guests will let the fisticuffs fly over two books about love, secrets, and murder. After Surfing Ocean Beach versus The Mysteries. The Mysteries is a fascinating book about a murder in a small town where everyone has something to hide.
Before he could stop himself, Archie opened the door of the pickup truck, reached in and grabbed the rifle from those cold fingers. They held on tight, like he was wrestling with a ghost, and maybe they were going to snap right off if he pulled too hard, so he went knuckle by knuckle, rubbing and kneading until he could coax those fingers from the trigger and stalk.
After Surfing Ocean Beach begins when a young man is knifed in the parking lot. Gradually, the relationship between the victim and the murderer is revealed, leading us through the lives of the novel's two protagonists, Rick and Annie. Both of these novels are about murder, but neither are genre mysteries. Both novels are told from the point of view of more than one character, and both focus on the connections between the living rather than the fate of the dead. Alice Peterson has been missing for 2 years, leaving a husband and children wondering why. One day her body is found near the shoreline, and that's when the fun begins. The student who had an affair with Alice returns from England. A former hockey coach is arrested for the murder. The town's hockey star disappears, and an escaped tiger begins terrorizing the countryside. It's told from the points of view of 12 different characters and weaves back and forth through their lives. It combines a wonderful plot with an interesting commentary on the mysteries that bind residents of a small town to one another, and yet somehow you didn't like it.
No, you know when I thought the book unraveled? Was when the tiger was introduced. As far as I'm concerned, take the tiger, skin it, throw it on the ground, and use it as a carpet.
He handled having 12 different characters, all these different points of view, going back and forth through the past and the present. I thought it was brilliant. I mean, the author himself said that he wanted it to feel like a dinner party. And maybe there were one too many dinner guests here.
There were a lot of dinner guests, and some were uninvited.
But I think by and large it worked.
You can lose yourself in a book like this quite quickly, but I never found myself lost.
All right, well, let's talk about your pick, After Surfing Ocean Beach. Now, this really has nothing to do with surfing oceans or beaches. It does take place in San Diego. I don't think I'm spoiling anything by telling you that the character Rick stabs Annie's son in the parking lot. This happens in the first couple of pages. So now we then go backwards and forwards in fits and starts through their teen years and follow them into adulthood. The novel is about how people react in the aftermath of tragedy and how the players cope with the consequences.
I like the lightness in this book. I'm tired of dark Canadian books. I'm weary of it. I guess I just needed a little bit of light after. The Mysteries was a darker, definitely a darker
I found it was
novel.
light, but just in terms of its intellectual weight. I don't think there was anything to this.
For me, it seemed more like manufactured poignancy.
Robert McGill's The Mysteries wins. Thank you very much, Brian, for being a stalwart ally, and we'll send Anders back to Westport to think about what he's learned here today. Thank you very much for joining us.